In this lecture, let's explore one of Chrome's tools for helping us optimize our project. So far, we've been using solutions curated by Vite or third-party packages. While they were helpful, they didn't paint the full picture. There are other tools available that can help us monitor the performance of the app we're building. One of those tools is called code coverage. In this section, we will talk about what that is and how it can help us. Earlier in the section, we learned how we could split the bundle into chunks. Writing components in separate files meant that the user didn't have to download them on every page load. If they weren't going to be used, then they don't need to get loaded. The challenge we face with this is how do we know which code should stay or be put into a chunk? One solution is to use the code coverage tool in Google Chrome. The code coverage tool will tell you in real time which parts of your code aren't being used. This tool will narrow down what can be left out in your code base. Using the code coverage tool is rather simple. Open the app in your browser. Then, open the developer tools by pressing F12 on your keyboard, or the Command, Option, J keys if you're on a Mac. At the top right corner, there will be 3 vertical dots. Clicking this will open a menu. Select the Console Drawer option. The console drawer is an additional set of tools for debugging your application. They're rather simplistic, which is why they're not included with the developer tool's default set of panels. It may look like it's just another console, but there is more you can add to the drawer. At the top left corner of the drawer, click on the dots. Select Coverage. You'll be prompted to begin the recording process. The coverage tool doesn't actively monitor your app unless you tell it to. Press the record button to begin the monitoring process. Some files may appear, but we'll ignore those for now. We want to start with a fresh list. Refresh the page in your browser. After a while, a fresh list of files will appear. The coverage tool will output a list of files being loaded on the page. It'll detail information such as the size. More importantly, it'll tell you how much of the code in each file is being used. A visual will even be provided where the color blue is used to show how much of a file's code is being used. Red is used to indicate code that isn't being used. Generally, you will want the bar to be heavily blue. If you were to select the file, the developer tools would switch to the source panel. This will output the file's source code. Before we get to this, there is an additional tip I want to give you. The coverage tool will only record the current page. While it's still recording, I recommend going through every page as a whole and individually. As a whole because you may have dead code that's never used. This tool can help with determining what you should be importing. Individually because that can help determine what files can be put into chunks. In the source panel, the contents of the file we selected will be displayed. To the left of the line numbers, Chrome will color which parts of your code has been used. Blue indicates used code. Red indicates unused code. One important thing I want to highlight is that sometimes conditional statements will get marked with red. It's perfectly normal for conditional statements to be marked in red since the conditions have to be met in order for the code inside to be executed. You will never usually achieve 100% code coverage in your app. The important thing is that you try your best to optimize every part you can. By using the code coverage tool, it's easier to spot what can be put into chunks.